And good morning, guys. So, what are we doing today? Well, that's a pretty good question. What we're going to be doing is we are going to be preparing for mission to Duna, and we need to unlock some science to do that. So the first thing we're going to get is advanced electrics, which we get some spotlights, but what we really want here are these advanced solar panels. So let's pick that up. What else can we get from there? It's large electrics. That gives me the actual electric generators. I'll need that eventually. Electronics, which gives me, some TAC life support stuff, and that's cool. And then let's get advanced exploration. Which gets me field science eventually. Nice. Okay, so that's all the science we have to spend. Now, let's start with the building, shall we? So today, we are going to build a mission to Duna. Yep, it's time for Duna. There we go. Nah, it's fine where it is. So that means we're building some probes. Alright, let's start with the Octo. Alright, there we go. And then let's go into propulsion. And actually, before we do that, let's get ourselves staple a mech jeb case onto the side. Delta V stats, please. Okay. So, we have a probe body. And this is going to be the actual body that will land on Duna. Alright, so let's go back to science. We want a science junior. And we're going to want, let's see, a comms dish. Right? We're going to want at least 2 mystery goos. Going to want, let's see, at least 2 thermometers and 2 barometers. All right, there we go. Anything else sciencey we can take with us? This stuff is all just a little too big, basically. Yeah, I mean, this is... But we can't just take this, right? We need to take a science module and all that crap that goes with it. So that's a little bit much for this mission, which is fine. That's fine by me. Okay, and then... I'm going to need a fuel tank. Fuel tank. It's a little large. Alright. So this fuel tank is just going to be responsible for, it's big, landing us, right? We don't need to worry about much else other than just getting us onto the surface. It's a bit high profile. Well, I guess it's the closest we're probably going to get here. Okay, let's set to wicked high TWR on that. Actually, if that doesn't spend too much power getting out of atmosphere, it's probably going to be able to get back into orbit by the looks of it. Jeez. Alright, so then we need to give it some utility modules. We need to give it landing legs. That. And we need to give it, of course, a power source or 2. How am I going to do that? That's a good question. How the heck am I going to do that? Let's go back to structural. Do I have... Right, let's move the mech jeb. Let's put the mech jeb down here, I think. Let's yank that down. Oh, That's the core module, right? Uh-huh. How the hell am I going to do this one? Because I need to put it somewhere, basically. What if I did like this? What if I took that and I put that there, and clamped that on like that? Alright, it looks a little silly, but it'll work. Okay, and this actually works perfectly. And here's why. So back to utility. And let's staple those on like that. We'll put that one there, right? And that one there. This thing is going to be a wee bit top-heavy. I'm realizing that now. That's unfortunate. So let's not do that then. Well, we can attach this thing like that, right? We'll have to move the mech jet case. And then still not going to quite give us the descent capability to land on Duna. Yeah, those will still be accessible. It's going to be a pain in the rear end to do it, though. So what if we take these guys off? And then we put these guys on. There. And there. There we go. And we still have to squeeze the mech jet module in somewhere. There, close enough. All right, perfect. So we're going to retract the gear. And then let's start building out a rocket underneath it. So, aerodynamics. Come on. This is what happens when I'm looking at other stuff that isn't the game. Alright, so we have that nose. Anything larger than 1.25, do I? No, I don't. So bits of it are going to stick out. Oh, it's going to pain in the head. Yeah. It's not going to attach. Alright, well. That's unfortunate, but looks like this will have to be unshielded for its ascent. Okay, so in that case, we'll switch back to just using standard stack decouplers. Now, propulsion. We will put... Oh, I don't have that engine yet. Oh, right. Okay. So I need an efficient upper stage engine. 390. 390. So those all cap out at about 390, right? Right. What do I have over here? 400. Ooh, 410. Alright, ooh, that's too big. Okay, so we now have our upper stage, which is a good thing. Let's put another one of these on. And then let's grow it, shall we? Let's come over to here. Interstage, adapter. We need some propulsion. Yes. Booth. Okay. Goody, good, good. And then let's go to propulsion again. I'll put that one on, and that one on. And put a VR9 on that stage. Okay, that's low, but okay. It's manageable. Alright, and then let's throw in this. And nope. Nope. Yes. Huh. I thought I had larger boosters than this. Interesting. There we go. Mainsail it up. Alright, so let's pack in a little bit more fuel. Which means we can pack in a little bit more fuel into our central stage as well. Ooh, that's not good. Okay, so let's just attach some launch clamps to this thing. Staging looks good. Oh, that doesn't look so good. Thunk. There we go. Okay, then. What else can we do with this? There we go. Actually, let's go with a lower lift rating on this. Alright, there we go. And I want to add just one more thing to this. I can't, can I? Can I? Let's take a look. Yes, docking ports, because I want to have the option of refueling this thing in orbit. Alright. So, that looks good as I check my ratios over here. That looks very good. Alright, so I'll get this thing into orbit, and I'll be back in a couple minutes. And we are in orbit. We are in orbit, and I forgot a few things that I built this, like lights, but that's fine. So we're in orbit, we're all set. We have deployed our solar panels, which means we should have a positive electric charge. We are not building up any waste heat. At least not rapidly enough that it really matters. And yeah, there we are. So here's the challenge that I realized, right? Duna's over here. Now, if I add an alarm for a transfer window from Kerbal to Duna, that's 51 days out. Okay? Now, that's not the worst in the world, and I can probably just time Excel through it. But I think that's going to have to wait for a future episode. So in the next episode, we might launch another probe, or we might launch ourselves to Duna. What I'm also going to be doing is working on Plymouth Station, because it's kind of a mess up there. I added another module. It didn't work out as well as I wanted it to, and yeah. Honestly, it's time to bring this thing home. Because that keeps happening. Keeps kicking me out of time Excel. So I have 1, 5, 7, 11 astronauts on this thing right now. And we're going to have to start bringing these guys home, which is not going to be easy. Yeah, let's say not going to be easy is a minor way of saying it. Yeah. That's not going to be easy. So I'm going to start bringing up a plan to bring these guys back home. We will probably do that in the next episode and set our launcher on the way to Duna. And then I'm going to figure out what to do with this thing, because there's a lot of old tech scattered around in here. Though I guess some of this could be reused in a different station, now that I think about it. So see, this is all prototype Attachitrons, okay? The problem with the prototype Attachitrons is that they work. Let's put it like that. They work. However, you can't fuel crossfeed. They're kind of limited, and they're really just a pain in the rear end. So I'm going to be salvaging from this station what I can, and it should be easier to lift the bits now that I have some more rocket tech. But until that point, this has been Mr. Kazarian. I want to thank you guys for watching, and as always, happy flying.